From tobacco fields to Tinseltown dreams, Ava's humble beginnings. Ava Lavinia Gardner, a name synonymous with Hollywood glamour. But before the glitz and the red carpets, there was a simpler, more unassuming start to her story. Her story began far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, in the heartland of America, amidst the sprawling tobacco fields of North Carolina. It was here, in the small town of Grabtown, that Ava's journey began. Born in 1922, Ava's childhood was a far cry from the luxurious life she would later lead. The early years were marked by simplicity and the rhythms of rural life. She was the youngest of 7 children, raised in a modest, hard-working family in the rural South. Her parents, Jonas and Mary Elizabeth Gardner, worked tirelessly to provide for their large family. Life was simple, untouched by the allure of the silver screen. The Gardners lived in a small wooden house surrounded by fields and nature. It was a life of hard work, but also of close-knit family bonds. Ava's early years were marked by the simplicity of rural life. Days were spent playing with her siblings, exploring the fields, and helping with household chores. Days were spent amidst the rustling tobacco leaves, her laughter echoing through the fields. The vast expanse of the countryside was her playground, a place where her imagination could run wild. Evenings were filled with the warmth of family, the scent of her mother's cooking filling their humble abode. The family would gather around the dinner table, sharing stories and laughter, creating memories that would last a lifetime. Though her family's means were modest, they were rich in love and laughter, providing Ava with a strong foundation of values that would stay with her throughout her life. These early experiences shaped her character, instilling in her a sense of resilience and determination. Yet, destiny had other plans for the small-town girl. Ava often dreamed of a life beyond the tobacco fields, a life filled with adventure and excitement. Fate, it seemed, had a rendezvous with Ava, one that would change the course of her life forever. Her beauty and charm were undeniable, even in her youth, and it was only a matter of time before the world would take notice. Little did she know that her life was about to take an unexpected turn, a twist of fate that would catapult her from the fields of North Carolina to the dazzling lights of Hollywood. It was a journey that would begin with a simple photograph, leading her to the world of modeling and eventually to the silver screen. The world was about to be captivated by the Southern belle, with smouldering beauty and an irresistible charm, a charm that would later make her a legend. Ava Gardner's rise to stardom was nothing short of extraordinary, a testament to her talent, determination, and the indomitable spirit that was forged in the humble beginnings of her childhood. Discovered. A star rises in the West. In the golden age of Hollywood, where dreams were spun into reality and the silver screen was a gateway to immortality, a new star was about to be born. The City of Angels, with its glimmering lights and endless possibilities, was the perfect backdrop for this tale of destiny and ambition. Destiny, as they say, has a funny way of playing its hand. It often arrives unannounced, in the most unexpected forms, weaving its intricate patterns through the fabric of our lives. For some it comes as a whisper in the wind, for others a sudden twist of fate. But for Ava, it came in the form of a photograph. For Ava, it came in the form of a photograph. A simple portrait taken by her brother-in-law, Larry Tarr, a New York City photographer. Larry, with his keen eye for beauty and talent, captured something extraordinary in Ava. It was more than just a picture. It was a glimpse into her soul, a reflection of her potential. This picture, displayed in his studio window, would become her ticket to stardom, a one-way pass to a world she could only dream of. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring her to the forefront, to showcase her to the world. The photograph, with its timeless elegance, caught the eye of many, but it was one particular gaze that would change her life forever. It was as if the fates themselves had conspired to put her in the spotlight. The allure of Hollywood, with its promise of fame and fortune, was irresistible. The city, with its grand theatres and glamorous premieres, was a beacon of hope for many aspiring actors and actresses, and for Ava it was no different. The photograph, with Ava's striking beauty radiating from it, caught the eye of a Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer talent scout. This scout, always on the lookout for fresh faces and new talent, was immediately captivated by Ava's natural charm and grace. He saw in her the potential for greatness, a raw, untapped beauty that could set the silver screen ablaze. Captivated by her smouldering gaze and classic features, he saw in her the potential for greatness, a raw, untapped beauty that could set the silver screen ablaze. He knew that with the right guidance and training, Ava could become one of Hollywood's brightest stars. And so the wheels of fate were set in motion. Ava's journey to Hollywood was nothing short of a fairy tale. From the moment she stepped onto the train that would take her to the city of dreams, she knew her life was about to change forever. The excitement, the anticipation, the unknown, it was all part of the adventure. Ava's journey to Hollywood was nothing short of a fairy tale. Whisked away from her humble beginnings, she found herself amidst the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown. The city, with its bustling streets and iconic landmarks, was a world away from the life she had known. But Ava was ready to embrace it all. Whisked away from her humble beginnings, she found herself amidst the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown. The studio, recognizing her raw talent and undeniable allure, put her through rigorous acting, singing and dancing lessons, polishing her natural gifts into a dazzling star quality. Ava, the small-town girl, was being molded into Ava Gardner, the Hollywood starlet. The studio, recognizing her raw talent and undeniable allure, put her through rigorous acting, singing and dancing lessons, polishing her natural gifts into a dazzling star quality. Ava, the small-town girl, was being molded into Ava Gardner, the Hollywood starlet. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Ava, the small-town girl, was being molded into Ava Gardner, the Hollywood starlet. The transition wasn't always easy. The demands of Hollywood were relentless, and the pressure to succeed was immense. But Ava, with her unwavering determination and resilience, faced every challenge head-on. The transition wasn't always easy. Thrust into a world so different from her own, Ava faced the daunting task of adapting to the demands of Hollywood. The long hours, the intense training, the constant scrutiny, it was a lot to handle. But Ava was determined to make her mark. Thrust into a world so different from her own, Ava faced the daunting task of adapting to the demands of Hollywood. Yet beneath her shy exterior resided a steely determination and a fiery spirit. She embraced the challenges head-on, her natural talent and charisma shining through. Yet beneath her shy exterior resided a steely determination and a fiery spirit. She embraced the challenges head-on, her natural talent and charisma shining through. With each passing day, Ava grew more confident, more assured of her place in the world of Hollywood. She embraced the challenges head-on, her natural talent and charisma shining through. The world was about to witness the birth of a star, an icon whose allure would transcend time itself. Ava Gardner was ready to take on Hollywood, and Hollywood was ready to embrace her. The world was about to witness the birth of a star, an icon whose allure would transcend time itself. Ava Gardner, with her timeless beauty and undeniable talent, was destined to become one of Hollywood's greatest legends. Her journey was just beginning, and the best was yet to come.